used to walk the ISS students into lunch like prisoners.
Get a dictionary.
So, in memory of St. Patrick's Day weekend, which happens to be the last weekend before the world shut down last year, I'm going to be doing this dumbest things we did in school. I'm telling y'all this, I'm reading things from a meme page and comments from my members, and if you want to become a member to be included in a future video, do not forget the link is in the description bar, and make sure you guys subscribe. It's free. Click on that bell. All right, let's get to this. Wearing a shirt that showed my shoulders. Good gosh, that's a tongue twister. Wearing a shirt that showed my shoulders. They said I was too distracting toward the male students. I asked, couldn't they look elsewhere? They said, no, it's not their fault. Good God, is this what we're doing? Is this who we are? Explaining how stupid the tornado drill was, sitting in the locker lined hallways pretending it will keep us safe. That reminded me of me in elementary school. Y'all cannot contest the fact that all we did was line up in the hallway by the lockers and do this. How is this supposed to protect us from a tornado? Reading a Harry Potter book. Apparently it was above my reading level and the teacher had to escort me to the library in order, not escort, good gosh, in order to get me to switch it for a different / lower level book. Y'all imagine being escorted to the library for escorted? Really? Escort to the library because I read a Harry Potter book, for crying out loud? I wrote a story they deemed too dark. Mind you, it was the assignment. Is it mine or mind? Y'all, I'm learning new things over here. I was sent to the school therapist who made me make puppets to find a happy place. Good, what? Made a therapist all because they probably read a Harry Potter book? Good gosh, and that was probably the therapist's assignment to make puppets. They just used you as a scapegoat. I lost control of all of my muscles for a moment and dropped to the floor. What I later learned is called cataplexy and happens when you have narcolepsy. Y'all, I heard of narcolepsy all of my life, and I promise y'all, I never seen it happen. I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen it on other, what is going on? Is my camera suffering from narcolepsy or something? I've seen it all my life, but I've never seen it happen. And really, someone threw my glasses at a teacher, and because they were my glasses, he sent me to isolation. Drawing a sad face into the class book next to geology, because y'all, I don't even know what geology is. I see it on TV. I just saw it on Wheel of Fortune the other day. But I know what geography is, but y'all help me out. What is geology? Drawing a sad face into the class book next to geology because it was super boring and my teacher thought it's a hangman and that this is some kind of threat. For saying I was gonna piss on the floor since she ain't let me use the bathroom when I had a small bladder. I don't understand that. Why would maybe I was advanced as a kid, but I never understood why do we have to ask to use the bathroom? If we really have to use the bathroom, why ask? If you say no, I'm gonna piss right on the floor to prove to you I really needed to use the bathroom. So we're not gonna do this again. It reminds me of the sick days. In the US, we have sick days. In the UK, they don't have sick days. It's just go ahead, you sick. Getting lost during a tornado drill, my first week at a new school. Not seeking help when someone was fighting, instead continue playing my Game Boy. So you got suspended for minding your business? This kid got suspended for correcting the pronunciation. Oh gosh, I can't even say the word, let alone. This kid got suspended for correcting the pronunciation of her name. Dang. Imagine going home because you told the teacher how to really say your name. I mean, sneezing. My teacher said I was interrupting class. I was in 4th grade. We had rounds where we had every teacher in the grade. What was funny was in my next class, I had a seizure because I had epilepsy, and the teacher that scolded me heard about my seizure and felt bad, and she thought she brought it on, which she didn't, and then she apologized for scolding me about sneezing. I just stood there and listened to her apology because really, I can't help if I have to sneeze. You know what, Courtney, you go ahead and do your... I would make that teacher feel bad as long as I live. Even on my 10-year high school, every reunion after that, I want you to feel bad, put some extra cupcakes on the side or whatnot because you triggered my epilepsy. I had sex with the teacher in 8th grade. Whoa. We just gonna hot right up into it like that. We just gonna hop on. You would think you wouldn't have to worry about getting caught being homeschooled. Wait! A buddy and I got caught looking into the girls' shower from ceiling tiles by our football coach. Had to go to the principal's office and get licks every morning. First, how did you end up in the ceiling? And two, did you really have to use the adjective or verb? I'm out of school now, so I don't really have to care anymore. Out of all the words, you had to use the word licks during a situation like this. We had to go to the principal's office and get licks every morning when we got to school for 3 days. It was worth every one of them. Wearing a hat on hat day that I paid $2 to do so. Y'all, she probably went over her own comments and put a mad face on that. I'm surprised a hat isn't on that emoji. I got arrested for starting a food fight on one of the last days of school, trying to leave school early because of a family member dying. Oh, so a family member died and you still got suspended? Something ain't right. Literally got kicked out of class as soon as the teacher walked in because he just couldn't deal with me that day. That's me as a teacher, I'm telling y'all. Oh my gosh, Brad, you're here. Get out, you are suspended. I'm not dealing with you today. The look on your face is already bringing the clouds out. In 2nd grade, I put a thumbtack in my teacher's seat. Was it this way or this way? And you can get suspended in 2nd grade? Times have changed. I got my first and only detention in 6th grade for drawing in class because I wasn't using my time wisely. Now I'm a graphic designer. I know that's right. In my art class, man, it was 4 hours. 4 hours of drawing. I did not know that we can actually utilize 4 hours of just drawing. But y'all, I was correct. My time was correct because that is exactly the time you need. 4 hours to draw an apple with all the shades. Dylan farted in a chapel and got suspended. Who suspended you? The priest? I'm just saying, I would have used that towards my advantage. Principal, that was the evil spirit seeping out of my butt pores. Got detention for having my hair loose during an exam. Bringing a wild baby bunny to school so I could feed it every 3 hours. We having bunnies when I was in school. We had chickens. Maybe you should have been to my school because we had a whole farm incubating in the dang on classroom. My son got suspended in kindergarten. I just asked if you can get suspended in 2nd grade. You can get suspended in kindergarten. They can't have his spouse suspended for crying out loud. My son got suspended in kindergarten for telling his teacher he was going to throw her in the trash. Cussing out my substitute teacher in music class because he kept picking with me, and I finally snapped and told him that I was not the one. I got suspended for 2 days for that, and I bet it was worth every single day. Y'all better stop trying to take advantage of y'all substitute teachers because the things I read on the internet nowadays, substitute teachers is just as bad as your regular teacher. I got in trouble in high school because I told my science teacher, Mr. Moses, that I was going to tell on him for cussing at the students, and as a woman of God, I'm gonna pray for him for not acting like Moses in the Bible. I got lunch detention for a day because I got lunch detention for a day because I'm a naturally fast walker. The teacher accused me of running in the halls, telling my teacher that I didn't do my homework because I had other teachers' homeworks to do. I also got in trouble for telling my teacher that my friend was dying, but after 10 minutes, the teacher realized that I was talking about my fish on a game I had downloaded an hour before. I was in 1st grade at the time. Why are we having all of these kids? All of these kids are getting detention. Even my camera's sad. Why is it that all of these kids are having detention? I'm going to go to sleep and just imagine about 25 1st graders in kindergarten taking mug shots saying, I have detention for getting lost in a tornado drill. I got in trouble saying after my teacher said it. And mind you, I told you it was mind. Mind you, prior to that, she was reading and said, repeat after me. But did she say Simon Says? You know, that's the oh my God, using my One Direction. That moment, lotion in class, my middle school teacher came and pried it out of my hand because your teacher wanted it too. That thing was popular. I'm telling you that teacher's like, oh, you got it! Finding the One Direction That Moment lotion was like finding Lysol nowadays. It's hard to find. So if I see someone with Lysol right now, I'm prying it out their hands too. I got in trouble in kindergarten by peeing on a tree with my friends. For not running out of the classroom and into the snow with the rest of my classmates was not gonna jack up my hair. They thought this was. In 8th grade, I got detention multiple times for not having a red pen. Katie, do you have a red pen? No, I borrowed one from App. Katie, why don't you just bring a red pen? Why you had to get suspended multiple times? That was your fault. The first time, maybe not yours, but the second time, definitely. I got in trouble for putting my noodles on 6 minutes. Okay, I'm talking about school. you got in trouble at home or in school for putting your noodles for 6 minutes. 6 minutes is a lot. You probably owe them a whole microwave. I wanted ice cream, which cost 25 cents at lunch. I took people's trays up for them for a nickel each and got ice cream every day. 25 cents for ice cream. What year was this? Until my teacher called me out. I asked her what I was doing wrong when I was performing a service, not stealing or begging for the money. She had no answer except just stop. And I was in trouble at home. You know why? Because you're probably making, by the 9th month, you were probably making more money than she was. That's probably why she was upset. Cleaning my glasses because I wasn't paying attention. Pardon me, I couldn't see. I got removed from class for being too loud in art class. Now, I'm on the teacher's side on this. I told y'all it took 4 hours for me to draw an apple. But I'll tell y'all this, I honestly didn't hear anything in the class because I was pumping my John Mayer. Mine is more of the lack of trouble I got into for brutally beating up bullies. Maybe some detention if I was really unlucky. I know that's right. Okay, unlucky. When I was in 5th grade, I got caught changing my grades in my teacher's grade book. I got grounded for a month. That's it. I'm surprised you didn't get expelled. What you talking about? While in class, I shouted out loud, "What does pornography mean?" when I saw the word in the dictionary. What? Pornography's in the dictionary? This reminds me of the time I had to read out loud in science class and I said orgasm instead of organism. I know I'm not the only person in the world that made that mistake, and I made it twice. I got in trouble just for charging my phone at school. I got in trouble at school because another girl threw milk at me, and I got in trouble for making a mess. It was great avocado. You can put emojis on YouTube. Alicia got in trouble for saying that substitute teacher looked like Big Bird. Like, you really had to suspend me for a day? Like, grow up. You know what's so crazy and sad at the same time? This is my niece's post. You see family member. And what's so sad about it is that she didn't even comment on my post, on my video. She didn't do that. I had to search for this on another meme page. They used to walk the ISS students into lunch like prisoners. I thought my school was the only one. I'm telling y'all, I remember it's like yesterday. It happens a few times a year. It's just the same two friends and I on this big, long lunch table, and before you know it, the doors open and the sun is just glazing. There's this teacher, she always has to have glasses. This one teacher comes and 6 students behind her just trailing like this. Yeah, and I'm like, the only thing that's missing is orange jumpsuits, man. I called my teacher an annoying little twerp and I got suspended for a week. Love your content, man. Thank you, Amen King 666. 66. Okay, this was posted 6 days ago. Okay, I'm safe. I'm just letting y'all know. Thank y'all so much, and make sure you guys sign up to become a member. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, let me know what was the dumbest thing you got detention for in school. Be honest. I want to hear all of it. All right, see y'all with the new video. Bye.
Thumbs up if you don't. Thumbs up anyway, cause you will. Thumbs up, cause you will. Thumbs up. But with that being said, thumbs up.